Greetings, travelers, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, presented by Draco Breach. Last time, we beat Misery Mire and the easy-to-get-lost-in maze that is. This time, starting from Link's house, because it actually makes this a little bit easier to explain, we are going to start with some pretty brief chores. There's 3 items we're getting this episode, so it's going to be pretty short. But one of them is vital, as in you cannot beat the game without it. So yeah, this might be important. We were given a bit of a hint, but we were never told explicitly what to do or when to do it. But the conditions for this next part are that you have beaten the Ice Palace and Misery Mire. Those are the conditions to do what we are about to do, because once you have beaten those 2 palaces, this item appears in this shop here. 100 rupees for 30 bombs. I also have a new super bomb in stock for only 100 rupees. Please buy it too, mister. And yeah, we kind of need this. Thank you very much. You can drop the bomb off anywhere. Press the A button. Yeah, about that. If we attempt to dash, i.e. we press the A button, it stays behind. If we walk back up to it, we pick it back up, so it's not... And that includes, like... Okay, thankfully that's not true. But, so, trying to use the Pegasus boots will drop it. Jumping off a ledge will drop it. So, yeah. Remember that big crack in the pyramid? We have to walk back to the pyramid. We can't use the Pegasus boots. We can't, run and avoid enemies. We have to actually fight past the enemies or dodge them the best we can. Because without the Pegasus boots, yeah, it's a bit slower going this way. Okay, I was not expecting to run into anything there, but I did. So, coming up here, we can finally see what is in here. One of the very first things that we saw when we entered the Dark World after defeating Aghanim. So if we head in here, there's a fairy fountain without a fairy. And if we approach it, mysterious pond, won't you throw something in? We do want to throw some items. The first item that I am going to throw is the required item. If you don't do anything else, you must get this item. Throw in your bows. Throw in your bow and arrow. Bows, yeah. And then, the cursed fairy will pop out. Hello there, did you drop this? Yes. You are an honest person. I like you. I will give you something important. These are silver arrows. To give Ganon his last moment, you definitely need them. I know I don't quite have the figure of a fairy. Ganon's cruel power is to blame. You must defeat Ganon. And yeah, your arrows have been upgraded. Now if we approach the pond again, we actually can throw something else in. Now, just to tell you, if you throw in an empty bottle, any fairy that this fairy and the mysterious and the other mysterious pond, they will fill the bottle with a green potion for free. I prefer red and blue potions, but if we go to our sword, yes, your sword, and throw it in. Hello there, did you drop this? Yes, I like an honest person. I will give you something better in return. We get the golden sword. the speedrunning community is kind of hilarious. With a lot of the things that they do. Yeah, the butter sword. Yeah, it's it is what it is. But yeah, it's the nickname in the speedrunning community is and the randomizer community is the butter sword. I do not actually want to use the mirror there. I want to use it here, which will put me in the middle of some goons. But the golden sword now does 4 points of damage. Now the sword beam still only does 1 point of damage, but you can do up to 4 points of damage by by just hitting an enemy. Of course, your spin attack does significantly more damage, but you still cannot beat dead rocks. They just turn into their stone form and sit there mocking you. Nope, I went the wrong way. But our next destination requires us to once again climb Death Mountain. But this... Okay, dead rocks. But this time... Okay, good. Got through there. We are heading over this way. And actually doing something that's dead rocks. That's important. We are continuing on. Now, like I said, there are 3 items to get this episode. We're heading towards the 3rd and final one for this episode. But we head into the Dark World. And we head up here. If we can jump down. Not all the way. There are going to be 2 caves here. The one on the right is an item shop just in case you need it. The bombs are less expensive than the bomb shop. Well, actually, no, they're more expensive. They are more expensive because it's 100 rupees for 30 bombs versus 50 rupees for 10 bombs. And 120 rupees at the Witch's Hut versus 150 rupees here. So, yeah, if you're desperate, or, well, frankly, at this point in the game, rupees don't matter, and oh boy, am I going to be proving that. This little cave system is interesting. Because... Now, you can push these, but it's kind of pointless because you're just going to get trapped. Push this one up. You go back upstairs. Drop down this one. Yeah, we're going to be... I think, yeah, you could have just gone back down the stairs, but... Why not go ahead and defeat the enemy and see if he gives you anything you might need? That is always going to be a heart. The interesting thing is, there's 3 holes here, but all 3 of them will actually lead to the same spot, and I end up usually just falling down that one right there. But if you move these blocks, you have access to a bomb refill, so the shop is immediately rendered useless, 20 rupees, and a large magic decanter. And that will be pretty much it for this cave system. But there's a little bit more to do, and you can tell by simply lifting this rock. So yeah, this is why we have the hook shot equipped. Do not pick up the skulls unless you want to leave the area and come back. 50 rupees. 50 rupees. Actually, that one I probably should have gotten last. Now that no, I had to come across here anyway. 50 rupees. You can kind of see where this is going. 50 rupees. Because of course I did. Well, doesn't much matter. I wanted to come back over here anyway. I'm going to actually show this off because I'm sure a lot of people don't actually show it off. This looks like a dead end, and we've gotten kind of a hint at what the Ether Medallion can do for us, but if we actually use it here... Now, the Ether Medallion is not the only thing you can use here, but I'll show both. When you use the Ether Medallion, you can actually see the invisible path completely. What a lot of people would prefer to do is set down a block with the Cane of Samaria, and you can see your way through. Either works. The Ether Medallion uses more magic than the Cane of Samaria, so, you know, there's that point to take into account. In here, going north is optional because it's just going to be a Great Fairy, one of the Fairy Fountain types. And again, going north is actually optional here. This could be good if you're taking a lot of damage on Death Mountain because it's fairies that you can catch in a bottle, which give you a free an instant revival. Now, this looks like an unusual place to come, but if you use the magic mirror, you actually will get the next to last, the penultimate heart piece. And that's all for this episode, because next time, well, I'll go ahead and show where we're going to be going. We're going to be heading to the last palace, Turtle Rock. Now, one thing, if you pull, you can actually pull on the face and feet, and if you pull on this particular foot, more rupees. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. You can get a lot of rupees here. Pulling on the tail does nothing, and you'll notice there's a spot to use a medallion up there, but how do you get up there? Well, we'll be finding out next time. Until then, this will be Draco Breach reporting out. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, God bless and safe travels.